Israel continued to press its air campaign against the Gaza Strip on Friday after a devastating overnight assault by artillery and warplanes aimed at destroying an extensive system of tunnels built by the militant Hamas group to move fighters, rockets and other weapons. Israeli airstrikes and Hamas rocket attacks on Israel both raged into Friday evening with no sign of abating. The reciprocal bombardment has resulted in the deaths of 126 in Gaza and 9 in Israel, health and emergency officials say, with hundreds more injured over 5 days of fighting. Violence between Jewish and Arab citizens of Israel also continued in cities across the country, while new clashes erupted in the occupied West Bank, which had been relatively calm in recent days, with skirmishes in Ramallah, Nablus, Tulkarem and other cities. 11 Palestinians were killed in West Bank confrontations with security forces, according to health officials. By sunset, unrest flared in several Arab neighborhoods of East Jerusalem, where Palestinians throwing stones and firebombs battled police wielding stun grenades and tear gas, and protesters set cars and trees afire. The Israeli human rights group Selam reported that Israeli settlers had set fire to swaths of Palestinian farmland in the West Bank. Dozens of pro-Palestinian protesters from Lebanon, meanwhile, broke through a border fence, crossed into Israeli territory and set a fire in an open field near the northern town of Metula. Soldiers shot at them, and they returned to Lebanese territory, according to the Israeli military. One of the demonstrators, a 21-year-old Lebanese man who was shot after rushing the border, died later from his wounds, according to Al-Manar, Hezbollah's official TV channel. The overnight assault on Gaza involved 160 Israeli warplanes and 3 brigades of ground forces, including tanks, according to a spokesman for the Israeli military. Although ground forces participated, they did not enter the Gaza Strip, said Israeli military spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus, contradicting a statement the night before that a ground assault on the enclave was underway. The Israeli military said its operation targeted a sprawling system of tunnels that Hamas has spent years building underneath Gaza's streets. The aim of that joint activity of air and ground forces was to deliver a severe blow to Hamas's underground tunnel system, which we refer to as the Metro, which is essentially a city beneath the city of Gaza, Conricus said. It is a strategic asset that Hamas has invested many years of effort and time and significant resources to construct. It was too soon to say how much of the tunnel system was destroyed, he said, but he added that quite a lot of enemy combatants were killed in the operation.